We also want to thank Ms. Bernice Frazier.
That you found it, and he looked at me and said, "Really?" I said, "Yes, sir," and I'm so excited. And I said, "Because I didn't know you were the founder." And he said, "You know that, huh?" And I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "Well, do you have a business card?" And I said, "No, I haven't been fortunate enough to get one made." He said, "Well, when you get a business card, call me. And then I'll help you do whatever you need to do with the foundation." I was so excited, and I felt that that had been my calling. And from that day to this, I have been indulging in revitalizing and making the foundation the great purpose that he intended it to be. And today, we have partnerships with the Center for Disease Control for HIV/AIDS prevention. We have a program in which we train newly graduated students from universities and colleges on business etiquette before they move into the business world. We have a program entitled Sister by Sister, in which we work with first-time pregnant teen mothers to encourage them that their life is not over and that they can begin with their child. We also have a program, Man Up, in which we work with young African-American men on how to carry themselves and respect the women of their lives. And so with all of those things, I still felt that it was time that someone honor Mr. Belafonte for his great works across this world. And the most significant thing to me today that he has done most recently, he didn't do this most recently, but what he did helped us in our most recent endeavor. And that was the fact that he was instrumental and the person that brought Barack Obama's father to the United States of America. And he paid for his schooling, he paid for his transportation over here, he paid for his housing and his education. And by being in this country, he met Barack Obama's mother, and therefore we have the first black president of the United States of America. Harry Belafonte is a legend. I heard much about him from another very good friend of mine, and that was Amelia Boynton Robinson. She is 102 years old, and she is here with us tonight to make sure that she could see her dear friend, Mr. Belafonte. We have two elders in the house from which we should be gathering our wisdom. And in the traditional African way, we honor our elders in every way that we can. And with the protocol having been set last night, I would ask that Mr. Belafonte come forward, and I would ask that someone would wheel Mrs. Boynton to this side of the room if possible. I pondered for quite some time on what I would have to honor you. And when I visit you often in your office in New York, you have every type of design and height and length of awards all around your wall. The global world inspired me. And so we have what you can hold in your hand, because to me, oftentimes you have held the world in your hand as you contemplate how God was going to use you to inspire. And I wanted something that you could see what we see when you look at it. I wanted you to always remember what it means to us and what you have given to us in this world. So we commissioned with one of the great artists of this country who has done sculptures and portraits of the African-American community across this world, Dr. Ronald McDowell, who is in the audience with us tonight. Dr. McDowell. And we commissioned this portrait of you and the many faces and moods of Harry. When we look at this, these are the many faces and the many phases you went through to reach where you are today. And in doing so, we did the same thing for Queen Mother, who says that you were part of her inspiration as she moved through life. So I'm asking your permission as the elder, and Queen Mother as the elder, to institute this as part of the Q Awards as we move forward for you to have. And there is another award I think should be brought out that symbolizes you being held in the world. As you sit and contemplate your beautiful portraits, this award is the Southern Christian Leadership Foundation Lifetime Legacy Award, Quantum Responsibility, to Mr. Harry Belafonte for over 50 years of dedication to civic, human rights, and nonviolence on this day in April. All right. And I would like for my board of directors to come forward. We have our chairman, Dr. Harold Barnes, our Secretary Treasurer, Dr. Marilyn Porter, Dr. Lucinia Dunn, and Ms. Barbara Sullivan.
You all have secrets. Let me express my deep sense of honor and gratitude for what these last few days here in Birmingham meant to me and my wife, and what it's meant to the memories of a life that was committed to justice, a life that was committed to that wherever I came upon an act of inhumanity, I would spend as long as I could endure and would be necessary to make a difference to that inhumanity. This pledge was given to my mother. She was an immigrant woman who came to America looking for the dream. She came here from the island of Jamaica. She came here looking for opportunity. But instead she found the doors of opportunity had been closed to her and to most people of color, not only those who resided here, but those who came here looking for a future that would be filled with hope. She said to me once, in a moment of great pain and anguish, she looked upon what she thought was the unfulfilled life. She said to me, Harry, never ever go to bed at night knowing that there was something that you could do to fight injustice, and you failed to do it. I was quite young, she said that, and I didn't quite understand how profound that counsel was. But it became the compass that directed my life. And when people say to me, why do you do what you do? I said, I do not know that I had a choice. And if there were other choices, this is still the journey I would have chosen. People say that much has been sacrificed by things I have done, and I hasten to tell them, weep not for me. There has been no sacrifice. It's been a life filled with incredible reward. The people whom I met along the way, those who sought my service, the communities that I visited globally, the platform that I was given to exercise my interests as an artist, to be counseled by Paul Robeson, who said the path that I had chosen was a path that was filled with honor. The artists are the gatekeepers of truth, and that art is the radical voice of civilization. And with that fact, when I went forth to do what I would do, I should remember that it was a life that was meant to serve. I've enjoyed that, and I still am in service. I was quite taken by the enormity and the energy that had been expended by not only the board, the people of the SCLC Foundation, but by the generosity of the people in the city of Birmingham. Here resides an important part of modern history. Here was so much that was pivotal to changing the course on which America had committed itself. A course that was filled with nothing but pain and the absence of opportunity for people of color. And it was in Birmingham and other places in America that people rose up to say, I'm not going to let anybody turn me around. And Dr. King asked me to come here. It was an opportunity to serve. And in that service, not only was the nation rewarded, but the world benefited from the courage and the display of commitment that rose from the rank and files of the peoples of this community. I watched with great sensitivity each event that has unfolded here over the last 3 days. And I'm somewhat concerned that somewhere the citizens of Birmingham are beginning to drift. There is the appearance as if somehow history is being forgotten. There is the appearance somehow that what was done has now been taken for granted, and people suspect that there is no longer any need to tend to our victories. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. When the great philosopher Democritus created the idea of democracy, he brought to the world a gift that would shape all of future civilization. Democracy is forever a concept of motion. And if one does not tend to the needs of democracy, we will lose it. If we do not continue to be mindful of how crushed people can be, of how oppressed people can be, we will soon find ourselves crushed and find ourselves oppressed. The victories that were achieved by the civil rights movement should not be taken for granted. Even as I speak now, the machinery of evil is very much in motion to take away those things that were achieved by blood, sweat, prayer, and courage. They're trying to take away the vote. They're trying to take away our right to choose our leaders. They're closing the doors of opportunity. Here in America, we have the largest prison population in the world, and most of that population is made up of young men and women of color. And our communities sit devastated. And the state of Alabama has high marks when it comes to incarceration. When it comes to the number of young black men and women who languish in the prisons of this state and who languish in the prisons of this country, democracy cannot be taken for granted. The vote cannot be taken for granted. America is as much ours, if not more so, than it is theirs. I would like to thank all of the artists who stood on the stage tonight to perform. It is an offering that humbles me. I had not anticipated that there would be this kind of celebration. I thought I came to maybe say a word or two, and maybe raise $1 or $2, but I didn't know that I would be anointed this way. I'm overwhelmed by it. I've stood on many stages in the world and given prizes, awards, but I can tell you in all honesty that none such celebration has touched me as deeply as these last 3 days have touched me here. As you can tell, and in other events, there has not been a large display of public response. Yesterday at the luncheon of hats, the day before the film festival, now tonight, a lot has been done by those who shaped these last 3 days to appeal to the community, but citizens have chosen to have other interests. Well, I take what I've seen here not only as an act of generosity that has anointed me beyond my measure to speak of, but I will make this promise that when next I come back to Birmingham, under the auspices of the SCL Foundation, that every space will be filled not only with citizens of Birmingham, but I will draw upon the resources of all the great artists, of all the great practitioners of law, of all the peoples who command power in this country, to say to the people of Birmingham, we have not forgotten you, and we insist that you not forget yourselves. My lady, I'm not quite sure how much longer you intend to hang out, but as long as you stay the course, I got your back. I love you. I love you not only for the nobility of your maturity, but what you did when we first met 50 years ago, when you opened your home to all of those who came to participate in the liberation of America, the threats that were made against you and your family, and still you stood up and you opened your doors to Dr. King, to all the great warriors who came here, and to all those who were in need of an embrace. We thank you for what you've done. We thank you for being in the tradition of the great women from Africa who are setting course for truth and opportunity in this country. I'm deeply honored to share this evening with you. Thank you for coming. The artists who've done these paintings, I look in a retrospect on my life, and it's kind of interesting to see that I did so much. Here's Buck the Preacher, when I made Sidney Poitier look good as an actor. Here's Carmen Jones, maybe I share the street of one of the most beautiful homes in the world I've ever known. Here I am speaking the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. And here are the scenes of moments in my life.
And here's the author.
And here is the artist who did all this. I thank so much for the beauty of your art, and for the fact that I am humbled and honored by it. The fact that you took the time to do it, and you made me look pretty good.
We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me. We are the world. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me. Oh, we are the world. Are the world. We are the children. Yes, we are. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a brighter day. Just you and me. Bring the music, let's sing it all again. We are the world. We are the children. We are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day. We are the ones to make a brighter day.